What is up, little num-nums? King Num-Num here, bringing you guys some First Survivor gameplay. Now, in this gameplay, I will be playing forward, and my duo will be running Merc against the first hunter in NAEU. Now, keep this in mind. If we have two rescuers and one of them is a harasser, we most likely need a decoder main, which we have Mechanic. We have a kiter main, which is Seer. So you see here that he did spawn Graveyard Gate, and I saw the Mechanic did get the key spawn. So I was communicating to this to my duo, and he was like, okay, I'm doing Fake Gate. And you see here that Vado ends up taking the kite as Seer, and you see him push what I like to call the God Pallet, dodges his chain bomb without even looking, and he just got his owl back. Now, a thing that's going through NATO's mind, I'm assuming, is I'm going to take this speed boost from this window, but the hunter is smart enough to actually know that since he is first bonbon in NAEU. Now, one thing I like to keep in mind is I like to look at him as a China level bonbon, just like how I look at myself as a China level priestess, and how I look at cats as a China level forward, etc. You see here that he did bait that owl out and ended up bombing it off with a standard hit. So now he is one bomb away, aka one chip away. You see, he does not drop that pallet because he knows he's about to chain bomb. And right here, it's going to look pretty chops for my boy because he ends up throwing a normal bomb and then a time bomb to make it go off quicker. And you see here, it was an early down. I'd say about 30 to 35 second kite, if that. Now, for any of those that are new, I'm Noomer. Nice to meet you. I have a YouTube channel. I started about 2.5 months ago. I also have a Discord server, which the link is in the description below. I've been playing since season 1. And yeah, I'm First Survivor NAE currently right now as we speak, about 54 stars, sorry. And right now you see that he did not do the best of the kites, and that does happen, you guys. It's happened to me before. And so I told CQI, best case scenario is to probably rescue after half so that we can get Cypher Rush from the Mechanic. And yeah, so I trust him enough to get that rescue. And why I didn't go before is because I actually have Wanted. So I probably should just finish my Cypher casually and just trust CQI to go for that rescue as Merc. So you see CQI try to go for that rescue. He's trying to wait it out just a little bit longer, try to mind game the hunter real quick, maybe to see if he'll push the other side. You see him he looks a little bit laggy in this gameplay. You see him get time bomb right there. And boom, you see him, he's just trying to bait the rescue. Hunter actually ends up hitting the chair, which is really fortunate for the survivors because we do not want a Merc getting double hit, especially with a kite that was not 60 seconds. You see here, he did get the pallet stun, and boom, he got smacked by the train, you guys. I don't know, I just think that's funny, you guys. I know it's messed up, but if you've seen one of my lives, you know, I got hit by the train for fun. You know, sometimes you just gotta live it up because this game is really sweaty sometimes, especially in high tier. So you gotta laugh a little bit. So you see here, I just finished my Cypher, and since he died in the open, I really couldn't harass as best as I wanted to. And the Mechanic did have Wanted, and so this hunter is running straight teleport. So he teleported straight to the Mechanic. He knows he can get an easy down because this actually is really hard to kite as Mechanic, you guys. But corner house is corner house. You can get about a good 20 to 30 seconds in here, even with the worst character in kiting in the game, in my opinion. You know, shout out to all the little mama mech mains because there's no way in God's green earth that I would ever play Mechanic when it comes to kiting. But I might do it just for y'all. We'll see. Besides the point, you see her pushing back here, and she ends up eating chain bombs like left and right, like it's light work. And boom, she ends up getting that standard hit. Now we do have about, what is that, one Cypher left? Now keep this in mind. The Merc is half health, and I still have Tide. So we're just going to push this Cypher, rescue after half, and try to go for the draw. That is the best case scenario. You see CQI drop because he thought he had to automatically go for it. I'm like, just let me go. I got full football and a dream. We can make it work. You see me get invited by Alex, and that is a coincidence since he's first forward. However, you see here that, you know, best case scenario, look, it is a draw situation, you guys, but we're going to see what we can do. And you see here, she's pinging help me. He or she, and I'm just like, you know, I really want to help you before half, but like, that's not the smartest move. Because think about it, you guys, if we have the Cypher primed, that'd be smarter. So you see here that I am going for the rescue, but he is going to cut me off because he knows where I'm coming from. So I'm just trying to dodge as many bombs as I can before he hits me. You see he does a triple bomb, but doesn't hit any of them. I try using my football because I knew he was going to time bomb, but I ended up not doing it. Dodge that time bomb right there. I try to go for a stun, but he was kind of in the open. But, you know, it is okay. I know he's dropped 5-second bombs, so I go for the insta-rescue. He's just trying to bomb people down. You see them spamming thank you. I don't know why, like, they didn't die in 2 seconds. But, you know, I'm not here to throw any shade. So I'm here, and I told him, Pop, like, this is the best-case scenario. I thought the hunter got hit by the train, but he dodged it. You know, the train got a dump truck, you know. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. But you see me here, push the God pallet. Keep this in mind. I did get bombed. and I am still at like what 3/4 health. Like, you know, I can clutch dungeon, like we can figure it out. But you got to keep in mind that she is not close to the gate at all. And you see me get smacked right there by a standard hit. I don't even know how. So I'm kiting from one gate to the other, and I know he's running teleport. I'm like, man, this is just unfortunate. But you see here, I'm just going to try to push it, you know? I'm like, maybe he just forgets to teleport, which is highly unlikely. So I use the rest of my football so I don't get hit by a chain bomb. You see here, he does end up teleporting. I'm just like, okay, the train's coming. You know, I just got to dodge a whole bunch of bombs. We just got to figure it out. Boom. He ends up missing that chain bomb. The train actually ends up screwing him over, so he couldn't throw bombs over me. He ended up not using that in time, and boom, I clutched a dungeon. Moving on to the next match, we will be on Lakeside. Now, running with this team comp, CQI is the first prospector in NAEU. I'm about top 20 with forward right now. We're running Paul and Leg. You see Paul is first seer, and I'm pretty sure Leg is first or second mechanic, not sure. But you're going to see here that we all did rotate pretty well, especially since, you know, legendary rank is with only duos. But, you know, these are like the fortunate 2 good players you can get in ranked. You see here that Paul ends up getting a heartbeat and tries to bait him on the other side so that he does not see Leg's bot. Keep in mind, basement is here, you guys. So that's an amazing ping if you are in high tier. Always want to ping that. So you see Paul take his speed boost and automatically push small boat. You see Leg's bot hiding, and he just doesn't get found, which is really, really fortunate for the survivors. Because having a mechanic on the team is amazing, you guys, because that Cypher Rush is insane. Like, I will admit, the kiting's bad, but the Cypher Rush is nasty. So you see here, he ends up not chain bombing right there. He ends up missing that one. Paul did an amazing job dodging it. You see here, he tries to get a standard hit and a bomb off. Ends up actually missing and swinging at the window. He did kite 2 other people's Cypher, but, you know, we'll make it work. He actually ends up teleporting to me, and I'm like, okay, this is not looking too good. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with Tide. So you see me dodge that chain bomb, and I was at a really, really bad area. That's why I'm using so much football. I don't recommend using this much football, you guys, because, you know, you don't want to waste about 60% of your football just to get to an area. But you do got to keep in mind that I was all the way at docks where you really can't kite nowhere else. I end up eating that chain bomb, which is really, really good on the Hunter's part. I actually end up eating this bomb as well. You know, the Hunter's doing an amazing job so far, but he ends up getting pallet stun right there. And with my build, I will show you right now, I'm only running 1 knee jerk flex, so it's going to take a while to get that back. I just felt like there's a lot more like traits I could have that will help me out. You see me transition to a better area, and I'm going to use the rest of my football just to run into another bomb, y'all. I'm actually playing like a whole bot, but keep in mind, we have 4 ciphers left right now, and, you know, all I got to do is, you know, I just got to figure it out. See me dodge that right there. I drop it in time. Now, right here, I think this was the key of the match. You see me mind game really, really well, and I end up dodging that bomb, which him swinging really, really helped me out because I was able to transition to another area. I end up dropping this pallet immediately. I dodge that chain bomb, and boom, I'm pushing Shack. One thing to keep in mind is that the mechanics bot already finished the cipher, and I did notice basement was here, so I'm like, okay, I just got to get out of here. Boom, I dodged this chain bomb. No, I am running Tide, not broken windows, you guys. But he ends up running insolence, so he ends up getting his time bomb just back in time. Now, with that kite, keep in mind there's about 2 ciphers left, about to be 1, as you can see here. And it's just really, really bad for the Hunter in this situation since he got kited by Paul a little bit and got kited by me. So he's like, okay, maybe I can turn this game into a draw if he basement plays me. But remember, forward does have that, what is it, 10 to 20% increase of struggle speed. So, like, come on now. So I struggle, and I'm just like, at this point, 1 cipher left. It's at 80%. I end up dodging that chain bomb, and I drop the pallet immediately. I tell CQI to help me out. Hits a couple good magnets here, 1 or maybe 2. And at this point, the Hunter switches targets. He's like, I'm not even going to chase the forward anymore. You see that CQI ends up pushing away from the Hunter so he doesn't get chain bomb. He ends up telling everybody to pop, and this time bomb really messed him up. But as you can see here, anybody can kite small bow. It's a really, really good area. And at this point, you know, it's looking like a 3-man. No Hunter would want to deal with a prospector who's running broken windows at small boat. So he ends up teleporting to the gate. Now we see little Mama Leg trying to kite as best as he can. Ends up dropping that pallet in time. Honestly, if I was a Hunter, I would have just swung through it because mechanic drops it too slow. But, you know, he ends up switching targets, I should say, to Paul because he notices him trying to open the gate in time. See, the Hunter does swing right there, so Paul is able to drop the pallet in time. He's going to end up taking the speed boost. Now, with this Hunter's build, he's running detention, confined space, insolence, and yeah. So right now I'm just opening Cornfield Gate and pinging leg to come to it. Other than that, we're just going to see Paul get smacked right there. I'm just playing with you, Paul, if you're seeing this. But he did a good, he did a good kite, good end game kite to get the 3-man. Remember, the hunter did just use teleport, so from here it will be GG's. Hopefully you all did enjoy these 2 gameplays, and if you guys want to see anything else in the comment section, let me know. Remember, I'm Noomer, and I'm out.